I seen you chatting, Joey.
I didn't tap you. What are you talking about?
I'm just.
Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met. Even if you pretend, am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite the lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. We're getting ready to head into qualifying. We are here with the Southern Excitement Racing League, and tonight we are at New Hampshire. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and this is going to be a good one. This track, real loose. We're going to see probably some guys spinning by themselves out there. This track, hard to get the throttle down off the corner to get a real good run down the straightaway. You got to be really tough on the throttle control. That's the big key of tonight's race. But as we get ready to go qualifying, Dylan Redding first out on track. As we look, these guys start to qualify. Of course, this is for that 0X Designs Pole Award. That's what we're fighting for right now. Let's take a look at the point standings as we get ready to head down into the stretch. That top 16 going to make it in the points. It's getting close. It's getting tight in there. We know some guys who are fighting to get their way back into the championship. Everyone wants a shot at the postseason. So Blake Giglio is still our point leader, 40-point lead over Bill. Those two have ran away from everyone else right now. McMillan, Cogswell, AJ Rogers in your top five. So a lot of big names out there running tonight. Charlie Quick's on the board. That's Mark True in the 73. He is in the playoffs currently. We're running for that 0X Designs Pole Award. If you need a iRacing paint scheme, go to 0X Designs. They do a phenomenal job. They paint all my cars. New driver tonight, Richard Evans. We call him Bruna. Let's see how well he does out there tonight. Currently 6th quickest. Nate Maurer gets out there and runs a quick one. Travis White in the 23 up to 4th right now. Cogswell in the 27 with a quick one. 2nd quickest right now. Josh Mayu out on track in that 02. Ronnie Osmer, another one we know is very fast at a lot of these racetracks. He's got a win at a road course. Heating those tires up. Bill Stringfellow getting out on track as well. New paint scheme this week. Josh Mayu up to 4th quickest. Andrew Rattel out on track right now. Kyle Adcock, 10th quickest right now. John McMillan Jr., he was one of the quicker guys in practice. Certainly one that could get up here and get a top finish, no doubt. Still waiting on his first win of the season. Osmer, top of the board. No surprise there, always quick. See these guys really fighting it off the corner. John McMillan Jr. moves to 2nd quickest. Bill Stringfellow up to 4th. He's looking for another pole. He's gotten several of these 0X Designs pole awards this season. Stringfellow up to 2nd quickest, just can't quite get enough to get around to Osmer. Matt Goodell on track, 9th quickest right now. And that's where he's going to be for the time being. Jamie Dunning on track in the number 13. He was second quickest in practice. He's been itching for a top 5. Is this the week that he'll get one? 7th quickest on his first lap. Oh, that's going to be it. He gets sideways. That's going to cost him. Blake Giglio, quickest in practice. He rolls out on the track. Justin Lumpkin out there. He is the 0X Designs man. Justin Lumpkin, he's the one that's painting all these race cars and make them look so pretty. He was 8th quickest in practice. Let's see where he comes around on his first lap. 12th quickest. See if he gets any better the second time around. These guys running up into that 3rd lane. A lot of cars out on the racetrack this week. 24 guys out there. Justin Lumpkin gets loose off the corner. Doug Neal there as well. There's another one loose off the corner. I'm telling you, it takes a lot as we've got a new pole sitter, Blake Giglio, in the number 16. He's running that second line. So you see a couple of different lines already starting to form in qualifying. So it should be interesting as we get going through the race. Like that time a little bit slower on his second lap. But pole sitter right now, Blake Giglio. Doug Neal out there. Make sure you go get your sim box. If you need a button box, you got to check out sim box. I've got a sim box myself, and I love it. It really gets you into that immersion factor when you got to start the car, flip the ignition switch. It's a real cool addition to any sim rig. Justin still out sitting out there at 13th, but it looks like oh, there's Dylan Falovich now. He's going to try and get out here and get a lap in. He's also kind of running that upper 3rd lane. Getting a big run down the straights. Ooh, loose off the corner, though. He'll keep it straight. That's going to hurt his momentum on the first lap, though. Up the track quite a bit there. He's got to try and get a good run off and try and get a good second lap. Falovich 19th on his first one. There he went. A little connection issue for Dylan. Loose into the corner. Looks like that's all that's going to qualify. That's going to put Blake Giglio as our pole sitter. Falovich up to 15th quickest. So Blake Giglio, he's going to be our 0X Designs Pole Award winner. Let's see if we can get a word with the man himself, Blake Giglio. Hey, Blake, it's Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hello, Dakota.
Hey, man. Seen you earlier talking about this track was kind of difficult, but you go out there and you set the fast time. No surprise that you're up there at the top of the speed charts. What's it going to take to get a win today?
Not self spin. It is very loose. Like, I gassed it up. I think it was on my second lap, and I almost died. So, just have to be careful with the throttle. Probably gonna burn off my rears like I normally do, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. But we're gonna go give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you think tire is going to be a big factor today?
I don't know. I haven't ran any officials. I ran probably 25 laps of practice. So I don't really know. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna see what happens.
You think we'll have enough cautions that maybe tires won't be much to deal with?
That might be a good possibility too.
Well, good luck, Blake. Top of the board. I expect to see you up there in another top 5 tonight.
Thanks.
Have a good one, man. That was Blake Giglio. Our pole sitters, we get ready to go to the grid. We'll take a look at our starting lineup. Waiting on our pole sitter to grid in. There he is. And there is our 0X Designs Pole Award winner, Blake Giglio in the 16, going to roll off from the first position. Starting in second is Ronnie Osmer, the 55. Bill Stringfellow starting third. New paint scheme for him this week. Looks quick, Bill. In fourth, starting position, John McMillan Jr. Starting fifth is Mark True. In sixth spot, Jonathan Cogswell. Seventh position is Matthew Prentice in the 15. Eighth spot, Jamie Dunning looking for his first top 5 of the season. Josh Mayu in the 02 starts 9th. Travis White starts 10th in the number 23. Matt Goodell in 11th position. 12th starting spot, Dylan Redding in the number 99. Justin Lumpkin starts 13th, 0X car. Nate Maurer, 14th spot. Dylan Falovich starts 15th. Andrew Rattel, 16th position. Richard Evans, the number 14, rolling off 17th spot. Kyle Adcock going to start 18th. Doug Neal starting 19th position. 20th starting spot, John McMillan Sr. Casey Herring going to start in 21st. And Dean Glavette in 22nd. Joey Doucette going to roll off 23rd. And 24th is Kevin Franks in the 98. Let's see if Osmer can get around on the outside. Blake Giglio, he'll start from the inside line. $155 laps today for the stage. Let's take a look. We are looking at lap 70 for the stage today. Lights off the pace car. These guys tighten those belts one last time. Blake Giglio going to lead us off from that leader's position. Pole position, the 0X Designs Pole Award winner. There he is. Green flag. Blake Giglio takes off. Osmer right there side by side. They go down to turn 1. Osmer, man, he really shot down in that corner hard. A big run through turn 1. Osmer gonna get out front. Osmer running a higher line than these other guys. Really a completely different line altogether. Blake trying to mimic that line now as he comes in a little bit higher and works his way low off the corner. That's what Osmer's doing. It's fast. Giglio very good at figuring out what he's doing wrong by the end of the race, being faster than where he started. And when you start on the pole, that's a pretty good thing to do. Big drive off right there for Giglio. Stringfellow trying to work on the back door, but Stringfellow getting pressured by several cars behind. McMillan Jr., Cogswell, Dunning all right behind him. McMillan up on the outside trying to make a move. As we get our track map, everyone still pretty well bunched together. Oh, the 73 of Mark True up high. And he'll lose a lot of momentum all the way back, now battling for 8th. Loses 3 positions through all that. Looks like we got one around in the back. That's the 22 of Doucette. No caution. These single car wrecks are probably not going to throw a caution from iRacing. As he really didn't hit anything, just got loose off the corner. Locked it down, was able to save it and get back going. But he has lost a lot of time. Dylan Redding heading into the pit lane as well. Having some struggles early on. As Bill is able to get around the 16, he's moved into second. Osmer with a 1.5 second lead, pulling away from everyone else. He's making that outside line work. Everybody on top of each other right now. Dunning has moved his way into the top 5. Just got to remain patient and try and stay there. He's trying to work that outside of John McMillan Jr. Can't quite get there. McMillan shuts the door. And Giglio, was quick in qualifying. Had good short run speed, but now he's beginning to drop back just a touch. As Dunning, he moves his way to the outside of McMillan. Those two get close. Don't touch, but the drive off the corner is going to be crucial here. Dunning with a good corner exit. He's going to get around, and there's a hornet's nest right behind him. Caution. The 9 goes around of Kyle Adcock. Gets into the corner a little sideways, see if anyone else gets collected. The 98 of Kevin Franks does everything he can to not get into him. And it looks like he's going to be able to avoid him. 98 to the inside, the 9 hard nose into the outside wall. 98 of Kevin Franks able to continue on, but the 9... no heavy nose damage to the front of the 9 car. So out front, Ronnie Osmer still up there in the lead. We'll see if anybody chooses to take a pit stop here. Osmer with just a lot of speed early. The question is that short run speed? Is he going to be able to keep that going on the long run now that we're all bunched up back together? Can he get back out to that lead? Has he burned up the new on his tires? We'll have to see. Stringfellow got around Giglio, so now he's the #1 contender. Dylan Redding coming around to get the free pass. There's your free pass car, Dylan Redding in the number 99. And He's still 1 lap down. So on your lead lap, Ronnie Osmer in the lead. Bill Stringfellow second spot. Blake Giglio in third. Jamie Dunning currently sits in the 4th spot, showing a lot of speed, up 4 positions. John McMillan Jr., he's in 5th spot. Matthew Prentice having a good run in 6th spot. This race is Matthew Prentice's home track. Says he's got a lot of family up around Boston. He lives in Maryland, and this is what he considers his home track, New Hampshire. So we're rooting for Matthew Prentice to have a good finish at his hometown track. Jonathan Cogswell currently 7th position. All 3 of those guys on the same team. McMillan, Prentice, and Cogswell, all 3 running on the same team. Mark True in 8th right now. Had a slip up early, moves back to 8th, but able to keep it going forward. Josh Mayu in 9th. Travis White currently rounds out your top 10. Guys that are fighting around that chase line. Nate Maurer in 11th. Justin Lumpkin in 15th. These guys all trying to make it up into the playoffs. Doug Neal, 17th spot. Casey Herring, 18th. Kevin Franks, 20th. Joey Doucette, 21st. All those guys trying to get a playoff spot, as well as Kyle Adcock, who just spun there. Let's see if he took his fast repair. No fast repair for Kyle Adcock. Going to go out there and take it how he's got it. Ronnie Osmer up front. Going to choose the outside line. Stringfellow to the inside. Pace car in. It's on Ronnie Osmer. Green flag. Good restart right there. And Dunning got a great restart in 4th. He'll now move to 3rd. You see the field just fan out through the back of the pack. Osmer running this higher line, everyone else running a lane lower. So we'll have to see what wears the tires the most on the longer run. Is that higher lane with him carrying more speed? Is that burning the tires up more? Nate Maurer now battling for a top 10 spot. He's trying to run that high side. The race right behind him between Matt Goodell and Josh Mayu. Goodell looking to the inside of Nate Maurer now. He's got the nose there. Can he get him down into turn number 3? He's going to head to the low line. Casey Herring with a big run down into the corner. Goodell gets a good run out of the corner. Just may have gotten a little bit loose on exit. Everyone pretty much in a single file line right now. The 9 goes around again. Let's see if the caution comes out or if he's able to keep it going. He gets a little bit sideways. This track very difficult. He does get down in the grass, but able to keep it straight. Now we've got a caution on the track. This one will involve the 2. And the O2. Oh, up into the side of the O2, sideways. And around. Let's take a look. they head down into the corner. Now the 2 come up. Not sure if he thought the 0-2 was going to come out of the corner a little quicker. But the 2 gets up into the side. No real damage for the 2. He'll be able to keep going just fine. No real damage. Just a single car caution. Looks like Cogswell going to be the first taker on pit road. Is he coming to get fuel? Is he going to take tires? We'll take a look. Jonathan Cogswell, only one down pit road. Some takers in the back. Dean Clavette, 18th on back. They'll all pit as well. Everyone just getting gas and go. So, first off the pit lane is actually Dean Clavette, I believe, in 17th position. Fuel only. Ronnie Osmer is still out front. Bill Stringfellow in second. Jamie Dunning in third. Fourth is Blake Giglio. Fifth spot, Mark True. Brendan's hat still up there in sixth. McMillan Jr. Travis White moving up. Now up to eighth. Andrew Rattell up 7 positions into a top 10 spot now in ninth. And Nate Maurer, he'll round out your top 10. He's gained 4 spots in 10th. Everyone choosing their spots. Osmer takes the outside line. Get ready to go green again. 21 laps in. We're looking for lap 70 for the end of the stage. Pace car off. It's on Ronnie. Early restart. He'll get a big jump that time. Giglio actually able to hold side by side with Stringfellow there for a second. He'll get in front of him now. Stringfellow into second. And he's going to go all the way out to that 4th lane trying to get a nose to the outside of Osmer, but not going to be able to get it done. Now he's going to have to battle hard with the 16 of Giglio for 2nd position. Stringfellow knows he needs to get around Osmer. so that if we have any more cautions, he'll be that control car fighting hard now, almost to the bumper of Osmer. Looking, not there yet. A big run through the corner. Giglio sideways. There goes the 23 of Travis White. Caution on the speedway for the 23. Self spin off the corner. Let's take a look just what happened there. A little sideways on exit. And it's just, you're trying to get a run. You hit the gas just a little bit too much. And these cars are loose. I said it was earlier, it was going to be a problem. A lot of guys having the same issue on corner exits, kind of going around. Got to have a lot of throttle control. He's now at the back of the field. First taker to pit lane, Dean Clavette again. He's going to fuel up. Kevin Franks, Adcock McMillan Sr., Travis White all down the pit lane. Dylan Redding, he's back on the lead lap after that last caution. Got another wave around, puts him back on the lead lap. Redding currently sits in 18th position. These guys really wanting to get a good green flag run. The racing is good when we've got the green flying. The 83 of Stringfellow was all over Ronnie Osmer. Those last couple of laps, he was right behind him. Osmer early got out to a 2-second lead. That may have burned his tires up a little more than Stringfellow.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very...
This is iRacing as we get ready to go racing once again. Osmer the control car, Stringfellow down low. Osmer with another really early restart. Stringfellow didn't look like he was quite ready. Jamie side by side. Jamie Dunning now into second spot. Dunning has had a surgence here in the second half of the season, has led laps the last 2 races. Hasn't had the finish to show for the speed that he has had, but here today, once again, he's fast, running down our leader, Ronnie Osmer. Gets a good run through the corner. He's really rotating the center a little bit better than Osmer. Gets it a little bit hot that time. Has to go up into the next lane. Stringfellow not quite letting these guys get away. He is right there. Osmer a little bit sideways off the corner. And this is a race for the lead. Dunning down into the corner. Osmer trying to hold him off. Dunning now to the inside. Can he get a run? Oh, they almost come together. Dunning has to check up. Off the corner, Osmer getting a good run out of these corners. As we see Bill Stringfellow in the 83, he's trying to make a move on the inside of Jamie. Dunning, he's right there all over Osmer. Gets another good run out of the corner. Can he take a look to the inside? He's there, Dunning on the inside. Going to change Osmer's line. They're side by side down the front stretch. Dunning, once again, had to get out of it a little bit. Prentice making a move there for 4th spot. This track, Prentice's hometown track, number 15. Down into the corner hard, washes up a little bit. Doesn't quite get into Blake. Blake able to power through the corner and get a little bit of a lead on Prentice as he'll now try and work on the back door of Stringfellow for 3rd. And Nate Maurer, he's been making moves. He's moved his way up 7 positions all the way up to 7th. He's battling side by side with Mark True for 6th. These guys 3 or 4 laps in a row now have been side by side. Nate getting a big run out of the corner now. Giglio making a move on Stringfellow. Just can't quite get enough of a run through the corner. Maurer finally clear as Mark True for the 6th spot. True battling back. Not letting him get away. There goes the 4 of Justin Lumpkin around sideways. Is he able to keep it going? No caution on the speedway. Lumpkin gets it back going. Green flag racing still here at New Hampshire. Osmer way up into the corner that time. Dunning is putting on the pressure. Field starting to string out just a little bit. This is the battle for the lead between Osmer and Dunning. Osmer a little loose. Dunning is really putting the pressure on lap after lap. Now he's side by side, but when he gets down to the inside of Osmer, he just can't quite power out of the corner like he wants to. Car gets a little bit loose, but man, he is wheeling this thing. And there he goes, sideways. Oh, what a save to keep it out of the grass and keep it in the top 5. Jamie Dunning with a huge move. That may have been a race-saving save right there from Jamie Dunning. He'll continue on in 5th. Got a fast race car. 30 laps until the stage. Maybe he can get a couple more spots before this one is over. But Osmer is now out front, and Stringfellow now in the chase for the stage win. Everyone's starting to get a little bit single file battle back here. Doug Neal in 13th, battling with Dean Clavette. Those guys both up 6 and up 8. These guys on the move through the field right now. John McMillan Jr. Fast and practiced, but having a rough time right now in 12th spot. Has lost 8 positions as he's trying to work on his teammate Andrew Rattel in the 5. One sideways, that's the 99. Dylan Redding, he sits backwards. He is still in the grass. Let's see, no caution yet. Green flag. Still out there, these single car crashes when they get down in the grass. A lot of times iRacing will not throw a caution. Keeps the action going as Osmer and Stringfellow battle for the lead. Osmer done a great job of staying out front. He has led every lap so far. Stringfellow said he was having issues this week at this track. Didn't like the track. Said he was slow. Didn't think he really had much of a chance. But man, running out here in 2nd spot. And he is just as fast as our leader, Ronnie Osmer. And you know, Osmer sees that. He sees just how fast Stringfellow is, and he knows that if he lets one of these guys around him, he may not get the lead back, as so many of these cars are just about dead even. Big race back here amongst these guys. This is the battle for 13th. Cogswell there, the 27 on the outside, that white, red, and blue number 27. He's trying to make a move. He's in 14th. There's Dean Clavette. Almost gets into the back of the 5, but they're going to go 3 wide right behind. That's White in the 23 and the 2 of Casey Herring. These guys racing hard for every position. Dean Clavette trying to get around the 5 of Andrew Rattel. Can't quite get the power down. That inside lane is extra loose. You see the 2 of Casey Herring gets loose. Rattel with a big run off the corner of the 5. That yellow number 5 in the outside lane. That time he gets in a little bit high. Is that going to allow Dean Clavette in the 65 to get around Travis White loose, able to save it. That time, Dean clears him. Dean will now move into the 12th spot. He's trying to move his way up. Him and Doug Neal were battling earlier, but Doug has pulled out a little bit of a lead on him. He's in 11th. He's trying to get up there and get some stage points with just about 20 laps left before the end of the stage. There went one almost around. That's the 2. Casey Herring able to save it. This car very loose. Herring, a guy who's very fast and has every opportunity to get up in this chase. He's fast enough. The question is, he's going to have some stage points and maybe several top 5s to have a chance at it, but he is a guy that's fast enough to get it done. But today, bad race right now, 18th spot for Casey Herring. These top 2 of Stringfellow and Osmer have pulled away from the rest of the field right now. Did you see the gap they built over the 16 of Giglio? And really, it's the top 6. Dunning is currently running in 6th position after that almost a spin earlier, able to save it. But Mark True, he's the one that's on the move right now. Lost it into a corner earlier, lost several positions, but he has recovered very well back into the top 5. And you can see just how much he's wheeling this car around New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As he is loose again, and he's maybe burning up those tires. We'll see if Dunning's able to get back to the back bumper. And Maurer pushed hard early in the run, but with 17 laps until the end of the stage, currently sits 8th, and Doug Neal there in that yellow car is 11th. That's the difference between stage points and no stage points. These guys trying to find their way around Nate. Looks like he may have wore those tires down early in the run, pushing to get up into the... Oh, as the 0-2 gets in a little too hard and gives him a nudge. Sideways off the corner. Nate Dean sideways. Just behind on the 65. These 3 cars up here are side by side, though. A slide into the corner hurt the 0-2 of Josh Mayu. Oh, Doug hard into the corner, has to go wide to get around the 51. That'll affect his run off. But a big run down the corner, going to peek to the inside of the 51. All these guys are still in the top 10 except for Josh Mayu. The orange car, the 97, he's 8th. The 77 and the 51 are battling for 9th. The 0-2 back there in 11th position. Doug will get around and complete the pass. 0-2 hard into the corner again, man. Hard braking. He's really gaining a lot of time on entry as we see Cogswell get around Dean Clavette. Now they're side by side. Cogswell has been saving those tires this whole first run, and now he can see the stage points just in front of him as he sits 12th. That 51 is the last one getting stage points right now in 10th. And Cogswell is on the move. He has saved those tires, and these last 10 laps, he has been one of the fastest cars on the track. Now to the inside of his teammate, John McMillan Jr. They're side by side on entry. He'll wash up a little bit, but able to keep it going. Mayu tried to get a run on the inside. Cogswell on the move forward as Doug Neal also has gotten around his teammate Nate Maurer. He's trying to catch Dylan Falovich. Cogswell very quick as we look at the last lap times. Cogswell a couple tenths faster. He's running the same pace as Mark True in 5th. Our leaders are 2 tenths quicker than the rest of the field. And Doug Neal, 3rd quickest out there right now in the 77. And it's coming on at the right time for Doug as he's moved up into 8th. This is the battle for 7th. If he can get around Falovich, he's got a long way to go to get up to Dunning. You see Doug Neal working that inside line, trying to get a big run off the corner. They're side by side down the front stretch now. Their leaders are starting to approach some lap traffic. You see the 99 just in front of these guys. We'll have to see where he goes. The 23 with a spin. No caution as of yet. As he will continue forward, but most likely gonna fall a lap down here. As he and this 99 are probably gonna be battling for the lucky dog. This happening right in front of the leader with only 5 laps left in the stage, and Osmer beginning to pull away from Stringfellow. We'll see how hard Travis White races to stay on the lead lap. Osmer to the outside of the 23. Osmer has done a great job of saving these tires. Someone who, you know, kind of has the reputation of being extremely fast early on and kind of burning those tires up kind of quick. But today, man, he is out saving everyone. He is outrunning everyone. Right now, Ronnie Osmer is the class of the field here in the first stage. As he's really now beginning to put quite the gap on Bill Stringfellow in second. Almost a second, as these guys are 4 seconds ahead of third, Blake Giglio. '23 high into the corner. Like he will probably clear this lap traffic. But he's going to have a second behind as Matthew Prentice trying to make a move on Giglio. Side by side down the front stretch. Just a couple laps left here in the stage. Prentice now, the battle for third. He's there. A good run off the corner. Prentice is going to clear Blake. Matthew Prentice now into third. We've got 2 laps left in the stage. Matthew Prentice now in third. Dunning has moved his way back into fifth. Nate Maurer choosing to come down the pit lane. Looks like he may have taken a spin there. Looks like some front end damage maybe for Nate Maurer. 73 of Mark True. Not sure what happened to him either, but he's down. He's back out on track, but as we're down to the final lap, we'll try and take a look at what happened to those guys. But Ronnie Osmer out front. White flag lap in the stage as we're coming around to complete stage 1. There will be no caution. We'll keep racing. Osmer first. Stringfellow second. And Osmer going to be your stage winner. Matt Goodell currently in 10th. He'll be the last one across the line. Mark True maybe just trying to we'll see if we can. I don't see where he was working. He was in 5th spot and just chose to pit, so doesn't look like he spun or anything, just choosing to short pit at the end of the stage. Yep, there he comes in. Would have finished probably 5th in the stage, but because of that, it's going to be moved outside of the top 10. Same for Nate Maurer. He chose to enter the pit lane as well. Was running right around 9th spot. Those guys head down the pit lane. Everyone else still staying out there. Lap 73 of 155 right now. Ronnie Osmer's led them all. Your unofficial stage results: Osmer first, Stringfellow second, Prentice in third. Fourth spot, Giglio. 5th position, Dunning. Neal in 6th. Clavette 7th. Cogswell 8th. McMillan Jr. is in 9th. And Goodell in 10th. That is your unofficial stage results. As now we've got some other takers down pit road. The 5, he comes in. Looks like the 99 with another. He's stuck in the inside wall, so no caution going to come out. He's going to have to tow. So another incident for Dylan Redding trying to stay on the lead lap. Osmer here has really shown off. At the end of this run, has gained a 2.5 seconds over Bill Stringfellow in second. Mark True doing that short pit deal. He'll move around. He's back up into 18th spot. But see how much faster he is than our leaders. The top 5 has spread out so much. Osmer here in first. Second, Bill Stringfellow there. He comes around the corner. Matthew Prentice all the way back here, 5 seconds back. Blake Giglio right behind him. Almost half a straightaway behind him now. And Dunning just behind him, 10 seconds off the lead. Well, now 9 seconds. Osmer about to make it 10 seconds. Doug Neal, he's working it at the end of this run. Up to 6th spot. Nate Maurer, another one on that short pit strategy, still a lap down in 22nd position. There comes a couple more in the pit lane. Casey Herring down. Dylan Falovich and Justin Lumpkin all in the pit lane now. We'll have to see when our leaders choose to come. Doug Neal down the pit lane. Here comes Bill Stringfellow. He's going to pit before Osmer and try and gain some time. And these guys have made it 80 laps. So the question is, can they make it on one stop? We had quite a few caution laps. We know some people believe that they can make it from here if it goes green all the way. Now Osmer in the pit lane. Prentice right behind him heads down. Blake, he's going to stay out, trying to lead a lap. Not going to get to lead that one. Osmer got it. Giglio pushing for an extra couple laps. Comes Richard Evans down into the pit lane, number 14. New to the SERL. There comes Blake and Jamie, both down the pit lane. McMillan Jr., Matt Goodell, all in on these green flag pit stops. Josh Mayu in. And this is really going to spread the field out quite a bit more as we've got several different strategies at play. Dean Clavette now out front. Has not pitted. We've got 5 guys, actually 4 guys yet to pit as Mark True on the short pit strategy. He's now 5 seconds ahead of Ronnie Osmer. Clavette, Cogswell, Kevin Franks, all these guys still out there yet to pit. Joey Doucette in the 22. $14 guys on the lead lap right now, with these guys that have stayed out, haven't pitted. But as soon as Clavette and Cogswell pit, that'll put some other guys back on the green flag. They've got a 10-second lead over the 98 of Franks. Osmer's already led over half the race, so he's going to get the extra bonus points. Stringfellow not far behind, just a couple of seconds, but these guys are running down Mark True on that short pit strategy. You see just how quick that they're catching that 73. There is Mark True. There's Ronnie Osmer. Mark True pitted quite a bit earlier than these other guys. We take a look. Mark True's been out there for 18 laps. Osmer and Stringfellow just a handful, 6 laps for each of those guys, and they are running down Mark True pretty quickly. Clavette, though, he hasn't pitted in 60 laps. He was out there, just kept getting, every time we had a caution, he would come in and fuel up. So he's got several laps left, probably about 10 laps left in the tanks. We'll see how far he chooses to stretch it. He and Cogswell on the same strategy. If they get a caution here, then everyone would have to come in and take another set of tires. That would put these guys up a set, because we've only got 4 sets. You never know how the end of this race is going to play out. And there is a caution on the speedway. That's exactly what we were looking for. Blake Giglio involved. He and the 23. Oh, the 23 and the 16 come together. Big incident there. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's look from, this will work. As they go into the corner, 16 up on the high side. Got a lane difference in between the two. Looks like the 23 starts to come up there and the 16 starts to come down. That's kind of... I think Blake thought he was clear, just wasn't quite clear. The 23 had a little bit more of a run than I think he thought he was going to have, and was still there on the inside. But you see Blake comes down quite a ways. Looks like they will charge the 16 there with the EOL for the incident. So a lot of guys coming down the pit lane. Jamie Dunning not in. Ronnie Osmer. Ronnie Osmer, first one down the pit lane. Dunning and McMillan Sr. both stay out. We'll see how well that works. Clavette and Cogswell both going to jump a lot of people. And Stringfellow, he doesn't come out until 9th, so Osmer with a great pit stop. Stringfellow a little slow there. Not sure what happened to Bill Stringfellow to make him out behind all these guys. McMillan Sr. has went in the pit lane. When they come into the pit, like he was right behind Joey Doucette, and that's who he comes out. So it's just on the track. Osmer was able to get around a couple more guys, and Stringfellow going to be back in traffic now. So we'll see if he's able to work his way around a couple of these guys. Mark True ends up in 6th anyway, as he was fading quickly on those older tires. We'll take a look. Dunning has been out there 9 laps. Osmer 9 laps. No, Osmer just pitted. So Dunning, the only one who stayed out there, 9-lap old tires, going to try and hold off the pack. To the 16, he'll move back to the back of the field, and that's a big penalty for Blake. 23rd position now for Blake Giglio. Dunning going to be the control car. He's got a couple of laps led now. He's looking for a few bonus points. We'll see how much these 9-lap old tires, we'll see how much it costs him. He'll be the control car, number 13 on the outside line. Looks like we're waving it off one more lap. We're still trying to get a few sorted out in the back. Maybe we had some guys take a wave around. Now, Jamie Dunning out front, lap 93. We'll be going green here with about 60 laps left, 62 or so laps to go. Can we get all the way to the end on green? Lights off the pace car. It's going to be on Jamie Dunning to get the restart. How well does he start on 10-lap old tires? He'll get a pretty decent one. Don't know if Dunning thinks there's going to be a caution, but Osmer drives right around to the outside. You can see how much of a difference these old tires for Dunning are going to make a difference as everyone all on new tires around him. As Osmer reassumes the lead. One a little sideways all around on the back, but able to save it. Looked like maybe the 4 of Lumpkin. Dunning holding up pretty well on these older tires. Didn't expect that. Cogswell trying to make a move on the inside of Dean Clavette. This is the battle for 3rd position. Cogswell side by side. A little bit loose into the corner, but able to power through. That time he gets sideways. He's going to lose another spot to Mark True now. And Stringfellow. Stringfellow back into the top 5, and he's working on these guys in front of him. Hard into the corner now. These two in front. Mark True showing his colors tonight. Has a fast race car. Up to 4th, working on 3rd. He knows he's got better tires than the guy in 2nd. Mark True is making a move for a great finish tonight. Caution on the speedway. Someone around. That's the 15 apprentice. Let's see what happened. The 97 at fault for that one. Sends the 15 around. Let's take a look at the 97. Gives him a tag, sends him around. That'll be on the 97. Prentice was working his way back up to the front. Mark True comes down and Jamie Dunning as well. Those guys getting a set of tires. But Dunning going to have slightly newer tires, going to restart in 11th position. Now Joey Doucette will come down the pit lane for tail. Up front, Osmer in first, Clavette in second, Stringfellow in third, Cogswell fourth, Kevin Franks in fifth spot, Doug Neal, he's running sixth. McMillan in seventh, Travis White eighth. Richard Evans running ninth spot. Jamie Dunning on fresh tires. He'll come out in the 10th position. We're down to the final 50 laps. Lights off the pace car, getting ready to go green. Green flag, Ronnie Osmer out front. Clavette trying to hold off the rest of the field. Cogswell in third, now working to the inside. Stringfellow up on the high side. Jamie Dunning on those new tires. He's on the move up to 7th position. Got a little loose right there, though. Cogswell and Stringfellow side by side for third. Osmer starting to gap second's position. Seen Cogswell saving those tires early on in the last run and really made a run towards the end. Can he do that again here now that he's up near the front of the field? Stringfellow able to get hard into the corner and get around the 27 of Cogswell, trying to defend the crossover. Stringfellow now up to third position. Matthew Prentice has made his way back up to ninth. They're 3 wide. Mark True's loose on the bottom. Prentice, he's fast here now to the inside, trying to get to the inside of McMillan. There goes the 2 of Casey Herring around. Caution. Let's take a look at what happened there. A lot of hard racing. Looks like he got a little loose on entry. 73 to the inside. Then the 4 looks like he locks him up, but the 2 basically stopped in the outside lane. Goodell able to get through with the out incident, but the 4 into the back of the 2 as the 2 got loose into the corner. And then out of that next corner, Mark True, he got loose. Burn up those tires though. The 2 of Casey Herring going to have quite a bit of damage. Let's see who all chooses to pit here. Clavette in, Cogswell in. Doug Neal in the pit lane. John McMillan Jr. All those guys pitting here. Of course, Casey Herring, Kevin Franks, Richard Evans. They'll all come down the pit lane too. Osmer has been very fast. Stringfellow in second. Top 2, a little bit older tires than Dunning. He has the newest tires on the top 3. Travis White in 4th. Prentice up in the top 5. Goodell having a good run. Mayu in 7th. Mark True in 8th. Justin Lumpkin in 9th. Dylan Falovich in 10th. So get ready to go green. Osmer with a great restart. Stringfellow in second. Sounds like some contact somewhere. Someone's around. That's the 5 of Vertel. Take a look back, see what happened to the 5. Looks like he may have just gotten into the corner too hot. Oh no, got sent by his teammate, the 27 of Cogswell. In too hot, hits the 5 into the outside wall. So he'll have to try and get back going. Battle for the top 3. Dunning having a great run. Dunning trying to really do in, but Stringfellow and Osmer, they are the run for the win. A lot of cars battling for position back in the pack. The 77 of Doug Neal moves into the top 10. Doug Neal on the move. There's the 38 getting into the outside wall. They're 3 wide now into the corner. Are they going to be able to make it stick? 65 of Clavette goes down low. Somehow they make that work. Oh, there goes Clavette sideways and around into the pit wall. Let's take a look at what just happened there. These guys are battling hard for position. '73 got loose, but it looks like the 65 gets loose off the corner. 73 just nowhere to go. Tries to go to the outside, but sends the 65 on around hard into the end of the pit lane wall. Let's see who chooses to go down the pit lane. Matt Goodell, first one in. Mark True in second. He'll come in. Lumpkin, he's third one in the pit lane. McMillan Sr. Doucette, Clavette, Andrew Rattel, all in the pit lane. Osmer has driven a great race, has led almost every single lap of this race. He has been absolutely dominant. Stringfellow there in second has really made an effort to get up there and around the 55, but he just can't get it done. He's just a little bit slower than Osmer. And Osmer making that outside line run very well, saving those tires on the longer run as well. Fast on the short run. Bill been right there with him, just can't get around. Osmer driving a fantastic race right now. Jamie Dunning, of these cars up front, got the newest tires. As we take a look at our pit strategy, Osmer, Stringfellow, both those guys out there 32 laps. Dunning out there 22 laps. White 32. And then you've got Prentice, Falovich, Mayu, 5th, 6th, and 8th, all out there 22 laps. Cogswell right now, only 12 laps on his tires. Currently sits in 7th position. That tells you what the last lap they pitted. So Doug Nealon 9th and John McMillan Jr., all those guys also pitted much more recently than our top two. As we go double file, Travis White having a great night. Spun earlier. Back up to 4th position. Matthew Prentice has moved his way back into the top 5. A couple of these guys involved in incidents, but you know, they're back up here. They're battling hard, and they're working their way back into the top 5. Osmer going to be the control car on the restart from the outside lane as we're getting down near about 30 laps left in this one. Only 7 cautions. We'll see if we maybe can get a good green flag run. That time, Travis White in the outside lane gets a good jump on Dunning. They're side by side through the corner. Caution already out. Looks like the 97, no, maybe the 4 of Justin Lumpkin. We look at what happened. Yeah, he gets sideways. Oh. Looks like maybe Nate Maurer may have gotten sideways off the corner. He got loose as well. Oh, he drives it hard into the inside wall. Major damage for the 97. More damage for the 97 there than the 4, but the caution was on Justin Lumpkin. He had the 73 there, real close. No real damage though. Little clip on the right rear bumper for the 4, but pretty clean race car still. Tires haven't been that big of an issue, but we've got several different strategies out there. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Blake Giglio was back in 23rd position earlier. He's now moved his way up into 11th. He's doing all he can to hold on to that regular season championship. He and Bill Stringfellow have been fighting hard. As we take another look at the points, you see Giglio only 39-point advantage over Stringfellow. So Giglio trying to gain as many points back as he can before the end of this race. Nate Maurer choosing to disconnect. He'll fight again another day. Does anybody have anything for Ronnie Osmer? Less than 30 laps remaining. Stringfellow has been kind of the only guy that's been able to keep pace with Osmer for most of this race. Dunning with about 10 lap fresher tires than the leaders. As we go double file, Osmer choosing that outside lane once again. He's done that multiple times tonight. We go through turns 3 and 4. Osmer with a great restart. He gets a big jump. Travis White with another great restart as well. Travis White able to get around Stringfellow. Can Travis White be the one to run down Ronnie Osmer? All the guys fighting for position. Stringfellow loose off the corner. Dunning will now work his way around Stringfellow, and he's going to try and work on Travis White for second. Travis White looking very quick. Stringfellow having a difficult time on the bottom lane. Falovich now looking high. He's going to get to the outside of Stringfellow. And Bill was looking at really closing the gap. There goes the 77 sideways. McMillan sideways. Caution on the speedway. Don't know if he collected anybody else. Let's take a look at just what happened. That was the last caution, I think. Yep, let's take a look. I'm a little behind on that one. Let's see what happened this time. Here's this caution. And the 27 into the rear bumper of the 77. They all get in there a little bit too hot. 77 up into the 51. 51 goes around. Giglio, man, what a drive right there by Giglio to not get into the 51. Can you believe that? McMillan down to the inside, and none of those guys hit him. Able to stop it before it hits the wall. A great save from John McMillan Jr. No real damage. Nobody hits the wall. But, man, let's take a look at that one more time from the cockpit of the 16. Let's see what he saw through all that. Hold on a second. Here we go. Not jumping back far enough. We'll just take a whole rewind. That's from John McMillan Jr.'s view. Let's take a look from the 16. Right here as they head down into the corner. Next corner, Blake Giglio. Let's see how he's able to stay out of the 51. Now that is driving right there from Blake Giglio. That's why he's our point leader. Able to keep that car moving forward, no damage. So Osmer still out front. We've seen so far tonight the fourth place starting position has been getting the second best restart outside of the leader. And now Travis White's going to have to restart on the inside of the 55 of Osmer. Osmer going to choose the inside lane for the first time tonight. And that's quite the change in strategy. We have not seen him choose the inside line all night. That's really going to help Jamie Dunning. I really don't think he wanted to give the advantage to Stringfellow in fourth. I really believe that's why he chose the inside line. He would rather race Jamie Dunning for this win, him and Travis White, than have to race Bill Stringfellow, who has been right there on his bumper this entire race. Got loose and had to move back to fourth spot. So we'll see how this restart goes with Osmer down on the inside line. There he goes. Dunning will get to the inside, but the 83, man, way behind. A slow restart for Stringfellow. Dunning doing his best, going to try and get up in front of the 23. Is he going to be able to clear him? He does. The 23 sideways off the corner. Able to save it. Now it's just down between Osmer and Dunning. A 20-lap shootout. Dunning with slightly fresher tires. Can he get up there and get the W? Dunning with the pressure now on Osmer. There goes one around. It's the 0-2 of Josh Mayu. He's down on the grass. Probably not going to get a caution right there. See if we can get it back going straight. Able to get it back going. Osmer out front, but he is feeling the pressure from the 13 of Jamie Dunning. These two stretching it out over the rest of the field. Dunning right there on the 55. He's going to take a look to the inside, side by side for the lead. If he can get the lead and another caution comes out, that's going to be big. Powers off the corner. Jamie Dunning into the lead. Osmer battling back on the inside. Dunning with a run off the corner. They're still side by side. You see Doug Neal into the wall back there, able to keep it straight. Dunning now out front. He's got to try and get away from Osmer. He's got the faster hot rod right now. And a new leader here with 15 to go. Jamie Dunning out front. Osmer still putting the pressure on, looking to the inside, getting great runs out of the corner. These two battling may allow Stringfellow to catch back up. Dunning trying to pinch Osmer down in the corner. These guys still side by side, door to door, lap after lap. And just like I said, these two battling hard is allowing Stringfellow to catch up. Was 8/10 back, now only 4/10. Dunning's got to try and get loose. You see Giglio up high, gets loose, able to save it, still gets a good run out of the corner. Laps left. Osmer, he has dominated this race, but now he is relegated back to second as he's now feeling the pressure from Bill Stringfellow. Dunning just trying to run a strong line, let these guys battle it out for second and get as far ahead of these guys as he can get. Mark True has now caught these guys, and I think he's got fresher tires. Let's take a look at the pit strategy. Mark True only got 24 lap old tires. These other guys out there, 45, 55 laps. Will Mark True have enough time with these newer tires? Osmer's run down Dunning, and once again, True sideways off the corner. Able to save it, but those new tires going to be useless now as he's too far behind to try and get a run on the win. He'll drop back to 7th spot. You see Dean Clavette, no hood on that car. He's maintaining a top 7 spot. Down into the final 10 laps, 9 to go now. Dunning out front. Giglio, now he's got the freshest tires in the top 5, but he sits 4th spot. 1.5 seconds back. Can he run him down in 10 laps? Osmer doing all he can to get back to Jamie Dunning. He'll look to the inside. Couldn't get it that lap. But he is putting the pressure right now on the 13. Giglio pushing hard, the 73 pushing hard. Those guys back there sideways off the corner. Osmer with a good run through that corner. He's going to reel him in a little bit. Osmer's right there. Dunning keeps getting decent runs out of the corner. That time Osmer with a little bit better. 5 to go. Only a tenth separate the top two. We've been giving Jamie a little bit of a hard time. He's the only driver in the top 18 in points without a top 5, but he is battling for a win right now. Gets a little loose off the corner. That's going to allow Osmer to get to the inside. Side by side on exit. Dunning leads the lap. 4 to go now. Osmer working that bottom lane. We haven't seen him down there all day. He's down below the yellow line, trying to get a run off. This guy is so great at finding speed. And right now, he's got to find enough to get around Jamie Dunning. Stringfellow hasn't given up yet. Dunning still out front. 3 to go. Osmer going to clear him. Oh, he's sideways and a caution comes out. Man, of all the times Dunning led all those laps, and now a caution comes out that's going to give Osmer the control on the restart. Let's take a look at what brings out the caution. Like Doug Neal may have been involved. He and the 12 maybe to go into the corner. Yeah, the 12, I'm not sure if he locked him up, but the 77 right there. I mean, the 12's there. 77 comes down a little bit. I think the 12 may have locked him up into the corner. He was like side by side on entry. Let's take a look from the 12. See what he sees on his in-car. Yeah, those two come together, and man, kind of hard to call, in my opinion. These guys racing hard at the end and kind of going for the same line. The 12 was there. The 77 wanted it. Not sure if the 12 locked up his tires or what, but the 77 goes around. But I'm not race control on that one. That was a tough one. And after all that, Ronnie Osmer, he gets the lead right at the exact right moment. And probably a little bit of heartbreak for Jamie Dunning, who had raced and led a lot of laps here at the end of this race. Dunning staying right there. He knows he's got a fast car. This is going to give Blake Giglio a chance, though. Blake Giglio got the newest tires in the top 5. If we take a look, actually Dean Clavette with no hood, rear bumper all bent in. He's got the newest tires in 5th spot. Don't know how he doesn't have engine damage. And he may have a little bit, and that may be helping him to not self-spin off these corners and know a lot of throttle control, but you get a little bit of engine damage and you can really get the power off the corner because it's not as much power, and it may actually be helping him a little bit. Osmer chooses the high lane. Then he's going to be on the inside. These guys are out there. They haven't restarted on this old of tires all night long. How's this restart going to go? The 13 is wet, ready and waiting. 55 waited on that one. Gets a good jump. Only 2 laps left. Dunning and Giglio side by side for second. Dunning drives it hard into the corner. He's going to be right there with Osmer on exit. Dunning not giving up. We've got a crash in the back. Will a caution come out before we get to the line? Yes. Caution on the speedway again. Big wreck in the back. It looks like that may have involved the 14. I think he thought he was clear. And the 15 was just there. Right there on a green-white checker. Not sure how Prentice ended up back that far. He was running 5th earlier. Yeah, off the corner, just up into the 15. Must not have seen him there. Bruna there in the 14s had a clean race all night long up until that incident. So we're going to get another restart. A couple of guys, they're going to go in and take damage repair, but nobody going in to get tires late in this one. So Osmer gonna get another restart. Dunning there in second spot. Made an incredible run through the corner. Giglio's back in third. About to see if Osmer chooses that outside line. Stringfellow has been very quick, but Blake got the newest tires. He's being probably a little bit aggressive on these restarts. Going double file again. A big restart and a big jump. Stringfellow trying to get out there. Can he get back to Osmer? Giglio going to move to the inside of Blake. Ronnie Osmer out front. Has anybody got anything? We're coming to the white flag. There goes Blake Giglio around. A big caution. Jamie Dunning was able to get through. Not sure what happened, but man, everyone wrecks on the last lap. Ronnie Osmer out front. Nobody's got anything for him. One last ditch effort from Bill. And checkered flag for Ronnie Osmer. Race winner Bill Stringfellow finishes second. Jamie Dunning with his first top 5 of the season comes home third. Dean Clavette in fourth. Mark True in fifth. A lot of wrecked race cars on the backstretch. Valovich in sixth. Prentison's up with the top 10. McMillan Jr., Adcock, Doucette, 7th, 8th, 9th. Let's see if we can get a look at this. Like he's going to choose to take another lap. Burning it down into turn 1. And he'll come back around. And there is your race winner, Ronnie Osmer. Doing his long burnout down the front stretch. A long burnout from Ronnie Osborne. He's burning it down. That's his second win of the season. And he is still burning it down on the front stretch. Let's see if we get a word from our third place finisher, Jamie Dunning, in his first top 5 of the season. Jamie Dunning, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How's it going, Dakota?
Oh, it's doing good, man. I'm so happy for you. You get up here, you lead some laps there at the end. I really thought she's going to get the win, but you come home, you get your first top 5 of the season, and not only that, but you get a top 3 and an interview with me. What did it look like out there tonight?
Man, it was rough. I started out kind of strong, holding up with Bill and Ronnie there, and then I just got getting loose out of 2, and going nuts. You know, it was rough. I mean, tires were a big factor in this race, and I give everybody credits. I mean, I thought going into this race we were going to have a lot more cautions than what we did.
Yeah, it was pretty clean there. A lot in the middle, a long green run, a green flag pit stop, some kind of chaos there at the end. But you had so much speed. You drove around Ronnie, and he kind of gets you right there as that caution comes out. What was your thoughts in that moment?
At that moment, I was kind of, upset at myself because, one, I made the stupid mistake of thinking that it was 150, not 155. So I was, letting off, going into corners a lot sooner than I should have because I had the car to, I was on 10-lap tires more than what they were. And I just made the mistake of letting off too early, and I knew he was going to try dive bombing me into the corner, but that's all good. It's part of racing. Congratulations to Ronnie and Bill. Those guys are two tough competitors, and I'm just glad to be up there with them.
Absolutely. I feel like it's the first in a string of many top 5s and top 10s, Jamie. This second half of the season, you really come on and showed what you got. Last couple races, you run up there in top 5, led some laps, haven't had the finish to show for it, but the day you get that finish, and you got anybody you'd like to thank, Jamie?
Yeah, I would like to thank you for broadcasting, you, Bill, Chris Howell, all the guys in this league for doing what they've done so far. This has been a great league. I would like to thank Rick's Chicken Barbecue, my dad and his catering company. That's about it. I can't, get over the amount of guys we have each and every race and the turnout, the competitiveness in this league. This league is up and coming, and this will be the next best thing.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be possible without you, buddy. You do a great job being an admin in this league, and appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Now to our second place finisher, Bill Stringfellow. Hey, Bill, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How's it going?
Hey, going good, man. You look like you had the second best car all night long. You was right there with Ronnie on that long green run. You kept right up with him, just couldn't quite get around him. What do you think he had that you just was a little bit short on?
He had more drive off the corner. I don't know if it was the line that he was taking or just he was able to work the throttle a little better than me. I could catch him into the corner through the middle, but then off corner he just had a better run. Given the way that I feel about this track and the luck that I've had here in the past, a second place is way above where I thought I would finish tonight.
Yeah, you had a great run, and there at the end, I thought you was going to end up about 4th or 5th, but you drive all the way up and get probably where you should have finished, which was 2nd, because you were the second fastest car all night. You got anybody you'd like to thank, Bill?
Just tell him, thank you for the broadcast. Thanks to all the guys in the league. That was a fun race. I know about half of us don't like the track, so it was a good race considering that all of us were talking about how much we hate the track at the beginning. That's about it. It's been a fun season. I hope we continue.
Yeah, this track real easy to spin off the corner. I didn't see you doing that. Is it just a whole lot of throttle control, huh?
Yeah, you basically have to. I said earlier in the race, it was like it's like a supersized Martinsville. Except for you just get, because the straightaways are so long, you get a lot more speed, but you kind of have to drive the corners in a similar way as far as like your throttle control and also. It was interesting. I wish I had a little more for Ronnie there, but I thought Jamie was going to get him. I was about to say, we've been making fun of Jamie for not getting a top 5, and then here he is, he's going to get a win.
Yeah, I thought he had it too, but Ronnie gets it right there at the end. But great race, Bill. We'll be seeing you again. We see you just about every week.
Yep.
That was second place finisher Bill Stringfellow. Let's see if we get a word from our winner, Ronnie Osmer. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hey, Ronnie, it's Dakota. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, you get out there, man. You were absolutely dominant this whole race. And right there at the end, Jamie comes up out of nowhere, takes the lead, and you get that lead right before the caution comes out. What were your thoughts in that moment when that caution came out and you were decided to be the leader?
To be honest, I was pretty disappointed with the caution coming out because it was a really fun race with Jamie, and it was going to be a fun, tough battle. And he surprised me because I didn't think anybody was going to be able to pass on the bottom, and he was able to pull it off. So I just focused on trying to get him to make a mistake and run my own race, and he made one, took advantage of it. Finally got past him on the bottom, and I was hoping that we were going to keep battling it out, but that caution came out and turned into a green, white, checkered fest.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a secret that here in this league you've been extremely fast early in the runs, but you kind of have a reputation of burning up your tires. But we had that long green flag run, and you pulled away from the field, and then you and Bill were kind of even. Then you started to pull away from him. How were you saving tires so well here at New Hampshire?
Thankfully, the one thing is this was the low downforce package, not the high downforce. I can't stand that low horsepower, high downforce package. It just kills me every time. So I try to take advantage as much as I can the low downforce tracks because the car is loose at those tracks. And thankfully, this setup for my racing, it stayed loose the entire run. So it was more about focusing on saving those rear tires. And I could tell that the first time I hit a corner, it was all going to be about saving the rear tires, just like a road course race. And I heard all Bill, Jamie, Blake, all shifting, restarting in first gear, shifting down in the middle of the corners. And I wasn't playing that game. I kept it smooth, kept it simple, and saved my tires and just hung on to it and take it easy.
Yeah, it looked like you were running like a lane higher than everyone else. I don't know if you noticed that, but I don't know if that was just have you run any officials this week? Is that something that you picked up from somebody to run a little bit higher, and maybe that's how you were saving tires so much better than everyone else?
Ran 0 races this week. Just
come in here and dominate.
Yeah, it just ran a few laps, ran about a handful of laps in practice. Felt extremely comfortable right off the bat, knowing it was about saving the rear tires and having to be a loose race car. Watched the end of the Cup race. Those guys were running the top and making it work easy, so that's what I went with, and it worked. So
there you go. You got anybody like to thank, Ronnie?
Thanks my guys on VSM, PH Aware. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting and running this league, and that's about it.
All right, we'll be talking to you again. You'll be in the playoffs, I'm sure, so good job, man.
Yeah, it felt good to finally get a win on the oval.
Yeah, only win there was at Coda, so that's your second win of the season, first one on oval. That's a great job.
Yeah, finally.
Have a good one, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, that was the race winner. Let's see if we can figure out what happened there on that last lap. I know Blake went around. Oh, Blake gets loose off the corner. Oh, he and Dunning did touch. He got sent up into that outside lane, and the 23 just run right into the front of him. Of course, 16 stopped onto the track. Oh, the 4 and the 75, a lot of damage from those cars on back. And just continually to pile in. The 98 involved, the 5. So a big crash there on the last lap. But winner Ronnie Osmer, he'll come around and win this one. Fantastic job from everybody. Bill Stringfellow second, Jamie Dunning with his first top 5. And we will be back here Thursday night for the Pelican Snowball, Saturday night for the SERL Truck Series, and Sunday back again for the Cup Series. We appreciate everybody for stopping by, and we will catch you all next time.